Hello students, welcome to Learning Management System program from the Department of Collegiate and Technical Education for the students of Polytechnic from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. The subject I am going to teach today is Electrical Power Generation with the subject code of 15EE32T. This is of session 27 of Unit 4. By seeing the image itself, we'll come to know that today's session will be regarding horizontal axis wind turbine. Already told, today's topic is about horizontal axis wind power plant. Before starting today's topic, let's recap what we have learned in the last four sessions of the Unit 4 wind power plant. Let's recap all the 4 sessions. Why wind power? First of all, why we are going to use this wind power? The wind power project is environmental friendly. Wind energy not only favorable electricity generation technology that reduces the emissions, but also it avoids significant amount of external cost of conventional fossil fuel based electricity generation. Once if we start generating power with the wind, so that we can reduce the cost of generation by using fossil fuels. India has good wind potential to harness the wind energy. More than 95% of India's wind potential is concentrated in 5 states in south and the west, that is Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan and Karnataka. This made it possible to identify suitable areas for harnessing power for electricity generation. The cheapest source of electrical energy, because the fuel is free of cost over here. A project with the fastest payback period. I mean to say, fastest payback period means whatever we have invested will get back soon. So after that, whatever the power we are using will be free of cost. Operation and maintenance costs are low. Operation and maintenance cost, because here the persons required for the operation will be very less. Once we install this wind power plant, we can sit in a place away from the wind power plant, and we can analyze what and all happening in the wind power plant. No marketing risk as the product is electrical energy. A project with no investment in manpower. So manpower requirement in this wind power plant will be very less. Origin of winds. Global winds are produced due to difference in heating of earth at equatorial and polar region. So these winds are formed due to difference in heating of the earth at equatorial and polar regions. Local winds are produced due to uneven heating of land surface, water bodies and the hill slopes during day and night. So factors affecting the distribution of wind energy on the surface of the earth. On the global level, high mountains affect the circulation of wind. If there are high mountains, means it will affect the circulation of the wind. The friction caused by hills, trees, buildings, etc. obstruct the circulation of the wind. So there will be obstruction due to hills, trees and buildings, etc. for the circulation of the wind. Frictional effect is less on smooth surface of seas, and therefore wind speed is high on seashore. So that is wind power plant seashore only, that we can install the wind power plants in seashore because the velocity will be more in the smooth surfaces. Climatic disturbances such as rainfall also affect the circulation of wind. Turbulence, that is irregular motion of the air, results in wind velocity to get reduced. Wind speed increases while passing through the narrow mountain gaps where it gets channelized. So in between the mountain gaps where the wind gets channelized means the wind speed increases. Factors to be considered for the site selection of wind power plant. The site selected for wind power plant should have an average wind speed of 20 to 30 km per hour. It is desirable to install wind power plant at higher altitudes because the wind tends to have higher velocities at higher altitude. So as we higher altitudes ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ velocity of the wind increase ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು wind power plants na higher altitude ಅಲ್ಲಿ commission ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. The land cost should be say low. This is very important. The land selected for the wind power plant, the cost should be low. The ground condition of the site should be such that strong foundation for the tower is possible. So ground condition is also very important because the tower should carry the weight of the nacelle. Next we will come to know what is nacelle, where everything is placed upon the tower. That is, nacelle includes generator, gearbox, yaw mechanism, everything is placed upon the tower. Icing problem, salt spray or blowing dust should not present at the site as they affect the turbine blades. The land should be accessible by road or rail. This is also important point. Wherever we are considering the factors for the any power plant, this is very important point. In order to carry the machineries and extra things for the construction of the power plant, we need access. The land whichever we have selected should be accessible by road or rail. The site should be near to the load center. This is because in order to reduce the transmission cost and losses. Merits of wind power plant. Wind power stations are non-polluting. This is the main reason why we go for power generation by wind. It uses renewable source of energy which is free of cost. That wind power is renewable source of energy and also which is free of cost. The energy generated by wind power station is cheaper. It avoids fuel transport. It is simple in construction and requires less maintenance. Demerits of wind power plant are: wind energy is fluctuating in nature. There will not be continuous flow of wind and also of velocity. Required velocity will not be there. Wind energy is fluctuating in nature. Wind power plants needs storage devices because of irregularity in wind speed. So whenever the wind blows, whenever there is a velocity of the wind is good for power generation, we have to store the power. That is done with the help of these storage devices. It is suitable for only small power generation. Its operation is noisy, that is rotating of the blades, everything that will be noisy. Today's topic of contents are introduction to horizontal axis wind turbine or horizontal axis wind turbine generator, MCQs on wind power plant. First, introduction. Wind turbine generator is a machine which converts wind energy into electrical energy. Wind turbine generators are classified mainly into two types. Horizontal axis wind turbine. Horizontal axis wind turbine means when the rotating axis of the blades is parallel to the wind stream, then the turbine is called horizontal axis wind turbine. I will repeat once again. When the rotating axis of the blades is parallel to the wind stream, the turbine is called as horizontal axis wind turbine. Another classification of this turbine generator is vertical axis wind turbine. This is the image of vertical axis wind turbine. When the rotating axis is perpendicular to the wind stream, it is called as vertical axis wind turbine. When the rotating axis is perpendicular to the wind, that is called as vertical axis wind turbine. Let's see the diagram of horizontal axis wind turbine. This is the diagram of horizontal axis wind turbine. You can see the important parts over here, and this is the sketch used for your examination. You have to practice this sketch, that is for horizontal axis wind turbine. I will explain you the important components of this horizontal axis wind turbine. Just I will tell you now the parts of this. The parts are components of this horizontal axis wind turbine. Hub. Hub is a place where we join the blades. Rotor blades, brake, gearbox, electrical switchgear and control. This is the nozzle, generator, yaw control mechanism, grid connection at the foot of the tower. These are the components of horizontal axis wind turbine. Components of this is the another diagram or image to show the 3D dimensional view of this horizontal axis wind turbine. You can see here, this is the tower and yaw drive, yaw motor, and we have low speed shaft and high speed shaft. Remember here, later I will explain what is this low speed shaft and what is this high speed shaft. And already I told you about the nozzle. Nozzle is the housing inside which all the components are placed. Anemometer used to measure the velocity of the wind. Wind vane for the direction. Electronic controller. Brakes. Rotor, gearbox, generator. Generator is the main part of any power plant for converting the mechanical energy into electrical energy. Important components of horizontal axis wind turbine. First is rotor blades. Second is the shaft. So, electronic controller. There will be a controller here. It is not there. I already showed you here. That is electronic controller will be there in the power plant. Again, brakes, yaw mechanism, nozzle, generator, tower. This is the tower, this is the nozzle, and this is the generator. There will be the yaw mechanism over here, and brakes, electronic controller will be there inside the nozzle, shaft, rotor, blades. Just watch this video in order to know the assembling the parts of the horizontal wind turbine animation video to know how the parts are assembled in horizontal wind turbine. This is the tower first, bearing upon which nozzle will be placed, controller, the components inside the nozzle, generator, shaft, you can see gearbox. Everything is placed inside the nozzle. So you can see the shafts over here. One shaft connected between hub and the gearbox, another shaft between gearbox and the generator. Components of horizontal axis wind turbine generator. So what are the function of this component? Important components we'll see one by one. Rotor blades. Rotor blades, in about 2 or 3 blades are mounted on the rotor hub. I have showed you the hub. To the hub, rotor blades are attached. These blades capture wind energy and convert it into rotational energy of the shaft. Rotor blades are the most important parts of the wind turbine in terms of performance and the cost of the wind power system. Shaft. Horizontal axis wind turbine have their shaft mounted horizontally, that is parallel to the ground. There are two types of shafts here. One is main shaft, another is generator shaft. Main shaft is connected between blade hub and the input to the gearbox. We'll see what is this gearbox now. It rotates at low speeds, so it is called as low speed shaft. While explaining, I told you there are a low speed shaft and the high speed shaft. The shaft connected between hub and the gearbox is called as low speed shaft. Means it runs at lower RPM. Generator shaft, it connects the gearbox output to the generator input. It rotates at very high speed equals to the rating of the generator. So gearbox increases the speed to the rating of the generator. It also called as high speed shafts. Why these shafts are used? Their transfers rotational energy from the wind turbine to the electrical generator. Next is gearbox. I explained to you in the last shaft. The shaft is connected between the hub and the gearbox, and high speed shaft is connected between the gearbox and the input to the generator. Now we'll see the function of this gearbox. It increases the speed of the turbine shaft from 30 to 60 RPM so that it matches with generator speed of about 1000 to 1800 RPM. So you can see the difference between the speed that it increases. Gearbox increases from 30 to 60 RPM to the 1000 to 1800 RPM. So gearbox is used in wind energy system to change low speed high torque power coming from the rotor blades to high speed low torque power which is used for the generator. It is connected between the main shaft and the generator shaft to increase the rotational speeds from 30 to 60 RPM to 1000 to 1800 RPM. Electronic controller. What does it do? Senses the wind speed, wind direction and controls the yaw mechanism. The next component, I will going to explain about the yaw mechanism. Senses the speed, wind direction and controls the yaw mechanism. It also gives signal to the brakes to shut down the turbine in case of malfunctioning. I mean to say, it starts at minimum of the wind velocity of 5 meters per second. When it reaches to 25 meters per second, the electronic controller receives a signal that it has crossed the limit of this wind velocity. Before that, it sends the information to the brakes to shut down the turbine. So this is one of the example. Electronic controller starts and stops the turbine from working depending on the conditions. Starts when the machine at the speed of minimum of 4 to 5 meters per second and shuts off the machine at about 25 meters per second. If we won't shut off, it causes damage to the wind turbine. It gets the wind speed data from the anemometer. This electronic controller will get the wind speed data from the anemometer. Anemometer ಇಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. And anemometer ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ for measuring the wind speed and direction. Measuring wind speed is very important for the site selection. The device used for measuring wind speed is called anemometer. These are usually located at the top of the nozzle. Now let's talk about the brakes. Stops the rotation of shaft in case of overload or system failure. ಅಥವಾ maintenance ಗಾದ್ರೂ it stops the rotation of the shaft. Next we'll see nozzle. What is this? Nozzle is nothing but a housing which contains all the components which is essential to operate the turbine efficiently is called a nozzle. ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವೋ, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಜನರೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗೇರ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾಝಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as the nozzle. ಯಾ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್. ಸೊ ಯಾ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ದ ರೋಟರ್ ಟು ಅಲೈನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಿಂಡ್ to capture maximum wind energy. Moves the rotor to align with the direction of the wind. Wind ಯಾವ direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಆ nozzle ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ this yaw mechanism is very important. Then it is responsible for orientation of the wind turbine towards the wind. Wind turbine ಕಡೆಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ yaw mechanism is very important. Used to keep the rotor facing to the wind. ಸೊ ಈ ಯಾ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ಸ್ ದ ರೋಟರ್ ಫೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ವಿಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ವಿಂಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. ವಿಂಡ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಇದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೀನ್ ಆಫ್ ರೊಟೇಟಬಲ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ರೋಟರ್. ದ ನಾಝಲ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೌಂಟೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರೋಲರ್. ಅನಿಮೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟವರ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನಾಝಲ್ನ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Generator, main part of the power plants which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy, converts rotational energy of the shaft into electrical energy. One end attached to the wind turbine, other end attached to the electrical grid. So generator, what does it do? It converts mechanical energy into electrical energy, generate electricity through asynchronous machines that are directly connected with the electricity grid. One end attached to the wind turbine and other end connected to the electrical grid. Requires cooling to prevent overheating. Now tower supports the entire setup at higher elevation so that blades can freely rotate away from the ground. A very good foundation is required for the tower to support the tower and various parts of the wind turbine which weighs in tons. To ton ಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಇರೋ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ನ ಅದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್. Next, we'll see the video how wind turbine generates electrical energy. Just concentrate the video. On top of each turbine is a box known as nozzle. Attached to the nozzle are 3 propeller-like blades that connect to the rotor. Also on the nozzle is an anemometer to measure wind speed and direction. The wind direction rotates the nozzle to face into the wind. The energy in the wind, called kinetic energy, turns the turbine blades around the rotor, creating mechanical energy. The rotor connects to the main shaft which turns inside the generator housing. Here a magnetic rotor spins inside loops of copper wire. This causes electrons inside the copper to flow, creating electrical energy, what we call electricity in our daily life. For this turbine, a step-up transformer inside the nozzle increases the electrical generation from 690 volts to 3400 volts. The electricity generated then travels down large cables from the nozzle to the tower into the underground cables. The cables take the energy generated from all the wind turbines to the substation. Here, a step-up transformer again increases the electrical output. A transmission line connects the electricity output at the substation to the electrical grid, serving the communities throughout the region. Now we will see some MCQs. Horizontal axis windmill of modern design can always turn to face wind, not adjust its output, not turn to wind direction, not turn to face the wind. We have seen that nozzle can be rotated in order to face the wind. So this answer will be always turn to face wind. Yaw control is the part of solar concentration collector, OTEC devices, ocean thermal energy conversion ಅಂತ OTEC ಅಂದ್ರೆ biomass energy generator, wind energy conversion system. Answer is solution D. Yaw control is the part of wind energy conversion system. Winds having following speed are suitable to operate wind turbines. 5 to 25 meters per second, 10 to 35 meters per second, 20 to 45 meters per second, 30 to 55 meters per second. Solution is A. This is nothing but 5 to 25 meters per second. So minimum velocity required to start the wind turbine is 5 and the maximum is 25. After 25, it sends the information, anemometer sends the information to the controller in order to shut the wind power plant. Turbine plates have dash type of cross section to extract energy from wind. Aerofoil, elliptical, rectangular, all of the above. Aerofoil is a type of cross section used to extract the energy from the wind. Solution is A. Severe fluctuations in power is undesirable in wind power plant because it creates power oscillations, it damages the parts, it reduces the efficiency, all of the above. So severe fluctuations in power, it is undesirable. In wind power plant, yakendre it creates power oscillations. Answer is A. In which region winds are stronger and constant? ಯಾವ regionally winds stronger ಮತ್ತೆ constant ಅಂತ? Deserts, offshore, low altitude sites, all of the above. ಈ ನಡುವೆ wind power plants installation na offshore ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ concentrate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So that in this region they are stronger and constant. Answer is solution B. A device which is used as a device for showing direction of wind as well as a decorative purpose andre yavadu anta? Wind socks, weather vane, pinwheels, anemometers. A device used for showing the direction of the wind as well as decorative purpose. Answer is solution B is weather vane. Which type of windmill has better performance? Vertical type windmills, Darius type machines, Magnus effect rotor, horizontal type windmills. Which type of windmill has better performance? It means solution is D. Horizontal type of windmills have better performance. What are used to turn wind energy into electrical energy. Turbine, generator, yak motor, blades. Solution is turbine which turn wind energy into electrical energy. In which part do we find sensors and actuators? Fixed gears, turbines, control system, blades. Solution is C, control system. Control system alli ನಾವು sensors ಮತ್ತೆ actuators na ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. Solution is C, control systems. These are the reference books. Thank you.